Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We join this broadcast as we start the national anthem here at Old Fort High School. We'll pause for the national anthem.
Good rendition.
A very good rendition of the national anthem, courtesy of the Old Fort Stockader Marching Band.
I'm not even going to lie, Nate. They're over there in the corner. I didn't even see them, and I wasn't even thinking about what I was listening to. I was just enjoying the sounds, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a live band.
It absolutely is. They did a phenomenal job with that. Thanks for tuning in here with us on the pregame show, brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. We're just about set for the opening tip between Hopewell-Loudon and Old Fort, live here in Old Fort from Stockaders Gymnasium. But before we get to the action, let's thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this ballgame to you live and paywall-free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope and Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, ENR Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Tonight, our pregame show brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant, halftime show brought to you by Hope and Fostoria, and our postgame show presented by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Instant replays tonight brought to you by National Machinery. Keys to the Game presented by ENR Precision Lighting. Our defensive player of the game brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Our fan of the game brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. All timeouts tonight presented by First National Bank of Sycamore. Player Spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. And our fan poll. Head over to Instagram, search Heart of Ohio Sports, find the game day poster today, and vote for your team. Who are you rooting for tonight? Is it Old Fort or Hopewell-Loudon? Find out the results of our fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments at the end of the broadcast tonight. Greggy, we are just about ready to tip this one off.
Nate, I tell you what, we talk about how we love the showmanship that goes on at Columbia, and when they do the player announcements, they bring the lights down, they put the spotlight on. Do you see how they do it over here, Nate? They got this big old TV screen on the wall over here, right? And each kid that came out when they announced them had a nice little video package that played up on the screen. That's how you do it. That's slick.
How you do it right there. And the opening tip swatted out of bounds. And last touch by the Chieftains, so we are underway here. Stockaders Gymnasium. Thanks for tuning in here with us. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez on the main cam, and also Lathan Chapman doing some shadow work on the camera here tonight. Thanks for tuning in with us on the Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
It's another wonderful Tuesday evening in January, where also would be a basketball game.
That's right. A nice drive to the basket as Ryan Adelsberger, senior guard, lays it up and in.
Ooh, even got graphics for the points up there. Look at that.
Yeah,
nice.
I seen that, yeah.
Dude, I'm serious.
You're a graphics guy.
Whoever is running the video board over here, I want to give them a round of applause for real. This is good stuff.
And Chieftains unable to capitalize on this end of the floor here. We'll go over starting lineups here in just a moment. Stockaders basketball. Drive to the basket is off the mark, and the rebound grabbed by the Chieftains. Lucas San Gregory with it. Will Nutter Dishes out to Ashton Miller. Miller with the drive. Kick out to Martinez. Now down low to Nutter. Spin move, puts it up off the glass, and Will Nutter, Big Willie style, puts it up and in.
And again, Nate, maybe I'm just clueless to this whole uniform thing, but the home team wearing white again tonight. Every game we go to, the home team wearing white. It throws me off.
I think that's basketball, though. Basketball's different.
That's what I was going to say. It's got to be something. It's not a coincidence that all these teams keep doing this.
Stockaders lead 4-2.
So say I saw the red jerseys, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Last basket from Isaac Gallagher. And a travel. Called against the Chieftains. That'll be a turnover. And it'll give the ball back to the Stockaders. 5:57 left here in the first quarter. It's 4-2 Old Fort on top of Hopewell-Loudon. Starting five for the Stockaders as Ryan Adelsberger finds Tyson Frisch down low, and Frisch lays it up and in. Number 2, Tyson Frisch, senior guard. Number 3, Isaac Gallagher, junior forward. Number 12, Dimitri Carter, junior guard. Number 15, Ryan Adelsberger, senior guard. And number 40, Brock Miller, senior forward. Those are your starting five for the Old Fort Stockaders, the home team here tonight, as we're live in Stockader Nation from John Brueggemeyer Gymnasium. I hope I said that right.
As I say, it's a nice, what would you call it, a banner or a plaque? I can't tell.
I think that's a banner up there, yeah.
It's a nice little recognition there. Big voice, bigger heart. I like that.
Absolutely. Well-deserved.
It's
stoppage in play here.
Incredible gym over here, so you know you had to be a special kind of person to get the gym named after you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not sure what's going on here.
I think they're trying to figure out what a stockader is. No, that's just me searching the internet for it. I know what it is, but the internet doesn't know what it is, apparently. That's an interesting conversation there.
Absolutely. Well, we got it settled. Stockader basketball. 5:15 left to play in the first quarter. Old Fort leading 6-2 over Hopewell-Loudon. Carter kicks out, right wing three off the mark. And the rebound grabbed by Carter. As that one off the mark from Adelsberger. I don't think the shot would have counted anyway.
Yeah.
Non-shooting foul. So Stockaders will look to inbound under their own basket. Isaac Gallagher will look to inbound for the Stockaders. Take a look at our player spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. Tonight for Old Fort, you're going to want to watch Ryan Adelsberger. He put the first points of the game on the board here tonight. And Adelsberger really has been carving up defenses all year long. 19.3 points per game average coming into this one.
Would you say
he snags the rebound?
Chewing them up and spitting them out?
That's absolutely right. He's shooting about 40% from beyond the arc, 42% on the year. And Adelsberger knocks that one in from 2. Look at that graphic, Greggy. 2 point. Yeah, I like that.
I got some nice ones over here. I like it.
Adelsberger, as we continue with our player spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics, shooting 70% from the free throw line, 52% from the floor.
Oh, nice. It's going on a nice little run there.
And another basket for the Stockaders puts them on top 10-2. Timeout called on the floor. Timeout's brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let's stick with our player spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. We mentioned Ryan Adelsberger for the Old Fort Stockaders. Also, you need to keep an eye on Braylon Martinez for the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. Coming into this one, he averages just under 10 points per game, leading the way for the Stockaders, shooting about 43% from the floor. averaging 3.5 rebounds and 2.5 assists per game, but on the defensive end is where he shines, as he leads the team with 9 steals coming into this one through 7 games. And he is definitely a guy to keep an eye on here, as that matchup, once again, as part of our player spotlight, brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. 4:15 left to play here in the first quarter.
Look at that, they even got a timeout graphic up there. I can't stop talking about it.
They got wizard graphics for everything.
Well, I swear, I'm telling you, Nate, I think this is the first time I've really been over here in this gym. I've heard about it a lot, but I think I'd remember that nice big old screen right there. You know how I am.
Oh, yeah. Well, and this is one of the premier facilities for high school basketball in Seneca County.
I just love the effort.
Pass down low. Nutter off the mark with the shot. And Stockaders grab the rebound. Adelsberger working on Martinez. There's our player spotlight. Kick over to Gallagher. Drives the baseline. Lost it, but it was poked away by the Chieftains. Stockaders will get it back with 3:49 left to play here in the first. They lead 10-2. Brock Miller down low. Now Adelsberger working on Ashton Miller. Carter, right wing three, and that one's good. Dimitri Carter knocks that one in. And a steal.
So that was tasty. We'll look at that one again here, Nate. Love me some three-point shots. Just a beautiful bang right through the net, no problem.
Gallagher's shot was off the mark. Chieftains grabbed the rebound. Nutter into the paint, had it poked away. Stockaders grabbed the basketball. Tyson Frisch looking to push. Adelsberger thought about a three, sidestep, kicks it down low, but nobody home. It was intended for Brock Miller.
He's trying to be extra smooth there. He is too smooth. His partner wasn't ready for it. His teammate was like, wait a minute, where are you throwing the ball to? Trying to pull some of that classic no-look pass stuff. You don't know where I'm throwing the ball to. Well, neither do I.
Martinez. Dexter Stacy into the game now for the Chieftains. Miller.
Man, you can tell when a team's playing good defense when the team with the ball just seems like they're frantically trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like the way that they have to get it, pass it to each other. It's like, here, you take it. No, you take it.
No, you.
They're just smothering them.
Carter cut off by Martinez. Now they find Frisch down low, wide open, and a nice feed from Miller there. Stockaders up 15-2. Quick start here for the Old Fort Stockaders. They came into this one at 7-1 overall, 6-0 in league play on a 7-game winning streak after losing the first game against Colonel Crawford. They have righted the ship, Greggy, and this is a team that a lot of people have their eyes on in this area.
That is one heck of the way to start the season. 8 games in the season, you lose, you drop your first one, you come back and you just start going on a roll. And now it's like, who can stop you?
When you think about all the seniors they lost last year on that regional team, made a run all the way to regional semis.
And you know, sometimes those losses, that's what it takes to light that fire under you, even if it's just the first game. You lose that first game, you're like, I don't want to feel like this anymore.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Greg. Adelsberger working on Brody Brickman. Now Gallagher kicks it out. Three-point shot from Grant Havens is off the mark. And an off-the-ball foul is going to go against the Stockaders. That'll be against Adelsberger. That's his first and a second team foul here in the first quarter. 15-2 Old Fort. Chieftains looking to inbound. Dexter Stacy picks up his dribble, hands off to Joe Ewald. Now Martinez with it. Mid-range jumper, no good from Martinez. Chieftains grab the rebound as Colin Smith.
Yeah, you just need to get this one in.
Martinez.
And that drought.
From three, no good. Stacy grabs the rebound. Another opportunity here for the Chieftains. Third chance here. Let's see if they can get it to go.
I think it was the fourth chance.
That one off the side of the backboard. And a loose ball foul is going to go against Old Fort. That's going on Grant Havens. That'll be his first. A lot of experience on this Old Fort squad. I should say a lot of seniors and juniors, but I don't know how much experience they have with that senior-laden squad last year leading the way. Adelsberger was the one guy I recognized from that roster. And that shot off the mark from Gallagher. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Chieftains trying to put more than just one basket on the board before we close out this first quarter. Braylon Martinez working on Tyson Frisch. Martinez drives to the basket, put it up, no.
Oh my goodness.
Poked away.
Oh, wow.
Stockaders with the loose ball, pull up from three, off the mark. Griffin Miller almost got that one to go at the buzzer. But that's the end of the first quarter. Old Fort 15, Hopewell 2. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall. When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Welcome back to Stockader Gymnasium. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here tonight. Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. Lathan Chapman doing some shadow work, trying to learn the ins and outs of running the camera for us. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We start the second quarter. Old Fort leading Hopewell-Loudon 15-2 here in front of the home crowd. And the defense for Hopewell-Loudon has really been the key for this one. And if you talk about keys to the game, brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. For Old Fort tonight, I said they got to defend the perimeter, and they have done an outstanding job of that so far. Grant Havens knocks down the three. Sharp shooter. It's 18-2. But sticking with the keys to the game, brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. I said, Old Fort, tonight, your key, defend the perimeter. Get out there, make these Chieftains go inside the paint. And a nice job there by Ashton Miller with the block down low. But for Hopewell-Loudon, limit second chance opportunities. They've really got to try to do a good job on the offensive end and not allow a whole lot of defensive rebounds, and especially for these Stockaders, don't let them get second chance opportunities. They're going to kill you if they get those, and they've gotten a few of them here tonight. And I'm not going to say that's what's led to the lead here so far, because, I mean, there's a lot of contributing factors to a 16-point lead this early in the game. But I think if you look at some of the things that they've been able to do so far, they really have done a great job on the perimeter tonight, the Old Fort Stockaders. And Hopewell-Loudon, they just haven't been able to get a whole lot going offensively. There's your keys to the game, brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. Another three-pointer off the mark from Grant Havens. poke away from Griffin Miller. It goes out of bounds. This is the first of 2 high school basketball games this week for us here on Heart of Ohio Sports. As this Friday, another big SBC River matchup as Tiffin Calvert takes on Newrigal. As of right now, that game's still scheduled for a 7 o'clock tip-off, but we'll see if that changes between now and then. Stolen away by Brody Brickman. Brickman driving into the paint, put it up, and a schwack. Boy, Brock Miller is just denying everything down low. He's doing an outstanding job in the paint here tonight. Trying to earn that defensive player of the game, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse.
He's definitely on his way there, because I wouldn't want to stand in front of that freight train as he was hitting the gas and heading towards the basket.
Yeah. Brickman off the mark with the first one. And he got the second one to go. That ends a 18-0 run for the Stockaders. Or 16-0, sorry. It was 2-2 when that run started. Brock Miller drives to the paint, put it up, fouled, draws the contact, and will go to the line for 2 shots. They'll get Will Nutter on the foul. Yeah, I wonder if Ben Nutter is torn. Obviously, his son Colin, being a Old Fort graduate, sitting here on the Old Fort side. But, he's got family here playing in a game, right? There's another Nutter on the floor. He's got to at least root for the family, right?
I think there's a lot of that around this area. You can live 5 minutes away from each other, go to 2 different schools.
Well, watch, somebody's going to be like, that's not even the same family. They're not even part of the same family. Like, that's the kind of world we live in, though. Like, they're the same name, but they're not even related. Brickman couldn't keep it under control on his way to the basket.
Seeing the ref kind of hop over the ball as it came towards the there. Like it was going to take him out or something. No. Good reflexes, ref.
Last time these 2 teams were in action was this past Saturday. Old Fort picked up a 68-65 win over 5-4 Gibsonburg.
Whew.
Whereas Hopewell-Loudon on Saturday lost 37-22 to 7-1 Newrigal.
7-1 Newrigal and won with 37 points.
Yes.
That must.
But they only gave up 22.
I was going to say there must have been 2 lids on the basket that night.
Braylon Martinez gets that one to go. Chieftains trim it to 14. Tyson Frisch with it. Working on Stacy. Stacy with the strip. Driving into the paint, put it up. No. And it goes. He got it to go.
Yeah. Just a good job there, getting out in front of him and getting the ball up high enough he couldn't even get the block on that one.
I thought he schwacked it, but I got a bad angle over here.
You want to take a look at the replay? You want to see my screen?
Yeah, let's see that.
Hey, he just comes up from behind. He tries here, but he just can't get it.
Nicely
Can't get
done.
underneath of it.
This would be the one time where having a monitor would actually help here. Because Austin's got a better angle than I do. We put our camera down in the stands tonight for this one, and that was the best decision we made.
Definitely, we talked about this being a special gym, a unique place. I've never been up on the end of the gym during a basketball game like this.
That one's stolen away. Isaac Gallagher. Nice. Put it up and in. Off the glass. Lays it up with the right hand. 21-7. Ashton Miller kicks it out to Martinez. And that one poked away, stolen by the Stockaders. And Grant Havens with the steal also draws the foul on Joe Ewald. You can't do
I was
that.
just going to say, apparently you can't do that, Nate.
You can't. Not allowed.
Kyle always lets us know.
Don't forget, folks, head over to our Instagram page. Find our latest game day poster featuring the Chieftains and Stockaders. And vote for your favorite team. That's all you got to do. Vote in our fan poll, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. We'll reveal the results of that at the end of the game. As of the last time I checked, it was knotted up, Greggy. Both 50%. That one's a three. As Braylon Martinez knocks that one down from the perimeter. And it's an 11-point game. Timeout called by Eric Hoover and the Stockaders.
Say, I just took a look at the poll, but I'm not going to give away any spoilers yet.
These two teams have probably the most experienced head coaches in the area. Eric Hoover entering his 14th year here at Old Fort. Roger Jury entering his 14th decade at Hopewell-Loudon. I'm joking. He's been there for a long time.
I think he built that school.
I think he was part of the, definitely. Well, I mean, that's not that old. So.
Yeah.
He probably did. It's like, you know what? I want the gym to look like this. You're going to put a lid on whatever basket I tell you. Just phenomenal coaches on these two teams. A wealth of experience. They probably forgot more about basketball than I know.
Oh, absolutely. Both of them leading their teams to great play over the last few years, giving us plenty of exciting matchups to follow them through the postseason and stuff like that.
Last year's matchup between these two teams in the postseason was probably one of our most watched basketball games that we've ever broadcast here on Heart of Ohio Sports. As that one was poked away by Luca Sangregory.
I'd say everybody loves these backyard rivalries all the time, but when it's win or go home, it definitely gets all the eyes on it.
Oh, for sure. I remember the sponsor list was so long for that one I had to record it so we could get it in under a minute.
So this right here will be a good preview for if these teams have to meet again later in the year.
Carter for three, off the mark. Look at Brock Miller under the basket. Got the offensive rebound.
Wow.
Now Carter almost had the steal.
I
don't think the fans liked him smacking the floor. I don't know what happened there, Greggy. Not sure what they got so upset about, but.
Looked to me like for a minute there, I thought they were trying to say that it was going to be Old Fort's ball, and I think Hopewell was like, no. They were the ones that touched it last. So I don't know if that's what was going on there or what. But.
Martinez spin move into the paint. Shot no good, but he draws the contact, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line for two shots.
Where'd he learn to draw? Art lessons from Chelsea Mullins?
In fart class. And she was having art lessons when we left today. A couple of students in there with her. Braylon Martinez knocks down the first free throw. I always say that's one of the best birthday or Christmas gifts you can give somebody. Give them the gift of art. From ages 8 and up, Chelsea Mullins, if you've got a young, creative mind, and you want to encourage that creativity, get with Chelsea Mullins, professional artist at Studio Square. That one's good. Nice drive to the basket there by Griffin Miller. His first basket of the ball game. Stockaders up by 11. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hopewell-Loudon. Greg, it's got to. When I see teams like this, okay, so last year we covered this Old Fort team, and I recognize two kids on this floor right now from last year's team. Grant Havens played a little bit last year, and obviously Ryan Adelsberger played some really key minutes for them. He was a big contributor for them. But you look at some of the other players on this court, and there's a lot of talent out there. So you got to think to yourself, like, these guys have to wait their turn. This is there's a few seniors on this team that I never saw last year. So when you got to have a special kind of mentality to play for a team like this.
It's, part of it's that next man up mentality of always being ready, but yeah, you always have to.
Look at Brock Miller.
Wow.
Would not be denied.
But like you said, Nate, when you've got this much talent at a school like this, with this talented coaching, you're just going to have a phenomenal team each year, in and out. So those starting spots are going to be hard to come by.
That's right. Joe Ewald with it in the paint. Turnaround, jumper, got it to go. Nice shot there from Joe Ewald. Brings it to within 11, 25-14. Stockaders led 19-2 at one point, or 19-3 at one point. They've trimmed this down. Chieftains have trimmed it down to an 11-point game. Now that one's stolen away by St. Gregory.
She got lost in some traffic there.
Martinez, pull up from three. No, off the mark.
No.
Not the airball chant, Greggy, no.
That's why I said no. Because I was like, you can't have it make no noise. It's got to hit something.
Final seconds of the game. Final seconds of the first half here. 5 seconds left. Griffin Miller looking to inbound. Adelsberger with it. 4 seconds. 3, 2. From the free throw line. Put it up. No, but he draws the contact. We'll see if it's a shooting foul or if it's on the floor. That's an on-the-floor foul, so non-shooting foul. 0.7 seconds left. Let's see if it's enough time to get a shot off here. I don't think they started the clock when he caught it, Greg.
Hold on a minute. Does the clock start when he catches it or when his feet touch the floor? Because he did a little jump there. So.
That's the end of the first half. Your score, Old Fort 25, Hopewell 14. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with the halftime show brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt-Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Is that the picture that killed Lincoln? Suspect's name is former club. All right, welcome back. We're live here at John Brueggemeyer Gymnasium in Old Fort, Ohio for tonight's matchup between the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains and the Old Fort Stockaders. We start the third quarter.
I knew I could throw you off. I was like, if I show him this picture, he'll just forget what he's talking about for a second.
Thanks, Greg. We start the third quarter of action as the Stockaders lead 25-14 over the Chieftains. Started out 19-3 with the advantage coming out the gate. And the Chieftains went on a little run to make it a little closer here before we got to the halftime show brought to you by Hope and Fostoria. Thanks for tuning in here with us. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call.
Ooh.
And right now, Lathan Chapman taking over on camera here for the second half as he's getting some.
Oh, so that's why it looks terrible. No, I'm just messing with you.
Lathan, you better get used to that. Greggy's got him. He's always going to take the air out of anything that's positive.
Low-hanging fruit.
That's right.
I'm short. What else am I supposed to go for?
But Ashton Miller puts that one up from the elbow. That's no good. Adelsberger grabs the rebound for the Stockaders. Martinez leading all scorers with 7 points here tonight. Braylon Martinez. And Martinez with the steal. Talked about that in our player spotlight. He's a guy who he gets it done on both ends of the floor, but unable to finish on the offensive end. Look at that pass from Adelsberger. Oh, what a beautiful pass. Good Lord. And the finish at the basket by Gallagher. Well, that was beautiful.
See if I caught that one fast enough.
Well, two-handed push pass from about half court.
Yeah. Just launch that thing.
And Miller gets that one to go. Keeps it an 11-point ball game. Timeout on the floor brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let's take this time to thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this ball game to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope and Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Still plenty of time to add your name to that list. We've got 10 more games after this one here in the regular season. This game, our 6th broadcast of the season. Adelsberger drives the baseline, puts that one up. No, gets his change and got that one to go. The bank is open here in Old Fort on a Tuesday night.
Old Fort Bank?
Old Fort? No, not that one.
Not that one.
Not that one. No, we like First National Bank. That one's open. Hey, I've tried to get them to sponsor a few times. They just won't.
It just cracked me up.
They won't. So
I didn't even think about it. You said, no,
I'm not giving no free advertising.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay. That's hilarious.
And I think that's going to be a held ball. Indeed. Possession arrow will stay with the Chieftains. 29-16 is your score here in the third quarter. 5:47 left to play in the third period. St. Gregory inbounds, and he gets it back. Now they feed Nutter down low, and he's unable to finish. Adelsberger grabs the rebound. Looking to push. Nice little push pass under the basket. Another beautiful feed from Adelsberger to Gallagher. Gallagher now with 8 points. And Adelsberger's getting it done in all facets of the game here tonight. He might not be filling up the scoreboard. He's only got 6 points here so far, but contributing in all other areas.
Definitely helped control the game, though.
Ashton Miller drives the baseline. Little one-handed floater, no good. Nutter grabs the rebound, kicks it out. Martinez for three, no.
As we know, Nate, it's not always about the points on the board. It's about the steals, the rebounds, the things you do to help your team get the victory.
That's right.
That's why we got ourselves a Defensive Player of the Game sponsor.
And I think that's so key because I felt like last year we just didn't give enough recognition. It's so easy to give it to one player, but was that another pass from Adelsberger to Gallagher? Or should we just, that was a rebound, right? I mean, come on.
It was a special pass.
But Isaac Gallagher with 10 points. He's heating up. Spin move, Miller, put it up, no. Now Brock Miller grabs the rebound for the Stockaders. Push pass from Adelsberger, Carter.
Oh, wow. If he would have got that.
Oh, and
nice.
the foot, oh, what a putback.
He's on fire!
Isaac Gallagher with 8 straight points. The Stockaders back on top by 19, 35-16. Turnaround, one-handed floater, no good from Miller. And Gallagher grabs the rebound. Nice move. Unable to finish at the basket. And Nutter grabs the loose ball.
Big time there, getting that rebound, not letting Old Fort have second chances.
Drive to the basket. And Martinez off the mark, but he draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Let me tell you about our friends at Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. They've been your trusted local florist in Tiffin since 1847. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, Wagner's helps you say it beautifully. Whether it's celebrating victories or supporting your loved ones, visit them on Greenfield Street at 907 East County Road 50 or order online at wagnerflowers.com with convenient pickup and delivery options. Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms.
Man, we ought to talk to them, Nate, and see if they have any pictures of the history of that place.
I know.
Throughout time, 'cause that'd be great to see.
I'm sure they do. I think there's a couple of them on their website, actually, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, those
It's got the old wheels turning in my head right now. I'm thinking about some things.
those greenhouses go back a long way. Three-point shot from Havens off the mark. And the loose ball poked away. And they're going to get a foul on Braylon Martinez. Now, these Chieftains are very similar, though, Greg. They had 5 seniors on that team last year in the starting lineup. And you remember Braylon Martinez was a key contributor off the bench for that team. But, man, both these teams replaced almost their entire starting lineups from last year. So it's a completely different lineup when you look at, you go back and look at our broadcast from last year and then watch this one. It's like you're looking at it, completely different teams. That's what happens in high school basketball, though. And the good programs, they're not out here rebuilding. They're just reloading. That's what you're seeing with this Old Fort Stockaders team.
The names may change, but the success stays the same.
We covered another senior-heavy team on this past Saturday as we watched the Mohawk Warriors dismantle Seneca East Tigers in Attica. Those Warriors 10 deep with seniors on that varsity squad. All 10 players on varsity are seniors. Incredible. Colonel Crawford's another team to keep an eye on. I know Barry Robinson asked earlier if we're going to be at that game on Friday. Colonel Crawford has their own stream, and they haven't been very welcoming to us. Every time we've tried to reach out, I don't even get an answer from their AD. So I think we're going to catch the game Mohawk versus Colonel Crawford at Mohawk. That'll be later on in the season, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. But that's a great matchup for the top spot in the N10 at the end of this week. Brock Miller, down low, kicks it out. Adelsberger jacks up a three. Wow. Ryan Adelsberger knocks down the three, 40-17, Old Fort.
God, look at that one again. That was just incredible.
15-3 run.
Kicks it out to him. Just smooth as butter.
Beautiful ball movement. And that's heads-up play by Brock Miller there. As the defense collapsed on him in the paint. He found Adelsberger wide open.
Oh.
In and out.
Trying to return the favor there, almost.
Miller grabs the rebound in between three Chieftains. Now Gallagher.
Again.
Another feed from Adelsberger.
So they've got that play set up where he's just already on his way to the basket down there, and he says, hey, here you go. Just leaving everybody in the dust.
Ryan Adelsberger doing a great job just keeping his head up and watching for the next play, doing a great job of anticipating where his teammates are going to be. As he grabs that offensive rebound, but it's ripped away by Kellen Frankert, who goes back up with it and puts it in. Kellen Frankert, sophomore post. And that one off the mark from Griffin Miller. Chieftains have it. Stacy, cross court for Martinez. Pulls up from three.
Oh.
Bounces off the rim and backboard, no good. And Adelsberger grabs the rebound, gives it off once again. Gallagher, no good on that one, but he draws the contact. And that's what you got to do, Greg.
Yeah,
you can't just give it to him. You got to make him earn it.
Yep. I mean, it's like, what else can you do?
Isaac Gallagher with 14 points here tonight, looking for 15 and 16 from the junior forward. Got the first one to go. Of course, Gallagher came in averaging just under 10 points per game. It's a 57% free throw shooter, but he got both of them to go. And it's 44-19.
Look at that smothering defense. As soon as he got the ball, two guys on him.
Griffin Miller put that one up and in.
That's why right there.
Absolutely. Full court press once again by the Stockaders. San Gregory gives it off to Stacy. Stacy.
They're fighting for their lives out here.
They are. Brody Brickman with it. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Brickman pulls it back. Working on Griffin Miller. Now Colin Smith. Kick out for Frankert. Frankert puts up the shot, and he's fouled on his way to the basket.
On his way to the basket from how far away?
He was on his way.
Sure he was.
He was. Just like I'm halfway on my way home.
He just kind of did a little hop jump there. I was like, hey, shoot it.
Excuse me.
It worked.
46-19. A 21-5 run here in the third quarter for the Old Fort Stockaders. Make that 21-6. Adelsberger, nifty pass for Havens, unable to finish.
Oh my goodness.
And that is the end of the third quarter. Old Fort putting on a show here tonight for the home crowd. It's 46-20. We'll step aside, take a timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to John Brueggemeyer Gymnasium here in Old Fort, Ohio. We are live for this SBC River matchup between the Old Fort Stockaders and the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. I'm Nate Mullins, on the call with the Wizard, Greg Kinn. We've got Lathan Chapman doing a great job on the camera here for us. Austin Rodriguez standing by, making sure he's minding his P's and Q's. She's like, I'm just standing here. I don't know about standing by. Start the fourth quarter of action, and Old Fort leading 46-20. It was 25-14 at half. But the Stockaders just put on a show there in that third quarter. Nice drive to the basket. Got it to go. And Martinez draws the foul. Possible chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. That one off the mark. Martinez with 10 points here tonight. Leading the way for the Chieftains. Ryan Adelsberger with it at the logo for the Stockaders. Havens with it. Miller. Now kick over to Gallagher for three. Off the mark.
Wow.
Adelsberger grabs the rebound. Brock Miller goes back up with it. No. Poked out. And a foul on Hopewell-Loudon. I'm not sure. I didn't see where that foul occurred. Thought he just poked it away, but he must have had a hold of him from behind somewhere.
I don't know, kind of looked like turned into a volleyball player for a second. And the way he smacked the ball away.
Yeah. Gallagher. Shot no good, but there's Brock Miller to clean up the mess. Offensive rebound. Three-point shot off the mark from Braden Brickman. The Stockaders quickly back with it on the offensive end. And Griffin Miller's shot no good. But he draws the contact and he'll go to the line for two shots. Don't forget, folks, we've still got 10 games left in our regular season broadcast schedule. Plenty of time for you to get on board with us here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Shoot us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com, or just call me, text me, 567-207-5041. You can even send us a message on Facebook if you're watching on Facebook. However you need to get a hold of us, let us know, hey, I want to get on board with the winning team at Heart of Ohio Sports. Still have package deals available for those interested in picking up the rest of our regular season broadcast coverage. A lot of eyes going to be on these games down the stretch, folks. And if you're a business owner, you want to take advantage of that. Martinez with it. Kick out, and that one off the mark, intended for Lucas St. Gregory.
Intended for somebody in the stands.
I wonder what Jacoby Ellis does in the wintertime. I don't see him down there on the Chieftains bench unless he is there and I'm just not seeing him. I don't think so. I wonder what he's doing during the winter sports season. Seems like a pretty good athlete. Ryan Adelsberger with it. Brings it into the forecourt for the Stockaders. Tried to feed it to Gallagher down low, but it was poked away. It'll go back, or actually it'll stay with the Stockaders. Old Fort looking to inbound. That one swatted away. Lucas St. Gregory on the block. Adelsberger gets it back after the inbound. Feeds it cross court. Garrett Havens driving. Put it up. No. Rebound grab by Miller. Got another one. Put it up. No.
Oh,
2 offensive rebounds on that possession for Brock Miller. We've got to be getting close to double digits on that rebounding side. 3-point shot off the mark from Martinez. As that one goes out of bounds off the loose ball. I believe it went off the hands of some Stockaders, yes. So it'll stay with Hopewell-Loudon. 5:43 to play here in the ball game. 50-22 is your score. Old Fort on the strength of a dominant third quarter. Was trying to put this one away.
So they had a pretty dominant first and third. Kind of spread the lead out pretty big in both of those periods there.
Chieftains made a nice little run in the second quarter, but
so they closed the gap a little bit, but second half started and the Stockaders said right back to where we were.
yeah. And you just saw Ryan Adelsberger just playing with a different tempo. Nice. Mid-range jumper there from Will Nutter. Oh, I'm missing one. I'm missing a sound. I'm missing the wet. The drip. Adelsberger, nice feed from Miller, but it's blocked.
Oh, I wanted to save that replay. You should have made the shot.
Will Nutter with the rejection.
This is a classic. Looked like he was hiking him the ball between his legs.
Brickman kicks it out to Nutter. Nutter. Ashton Miller now with it. Put it up. No. And a rebound grab by Gallagher.
This is the fat kid in me, but every time you say Nutter, I want a Nutty Buddy bar. Or maybe I'm just hungry. I don't know.
Oh. Have you had the Nutty Buddy ice cream? Oh, it's so
yeah.
good. Off the mark from Adelsberger. Nutter grabs the rebound. Martinez, push pass. St. Gregory for 3.
Oh, come
off the
on.
mark.
It's so heartbreaking. You hit the rim, and the rim just like knocks it right back to you. It's like, nope.
Well, Roger Jury didn't help build this gym, so he couldn't tell him which basket to put a lid on. Adelsberger working on Braylon Martinez. 4:10 to play here in the ball game. Brock Miller looking for a teammate.
This is like, at this point, it's like 4 minutes of keep away run around the court.
Right?
I'm getting tired just watching it.
And there's Gallagher with another basket. 18 points for Isaac Gallagher here tonight, leading all scorers.
Yeah, he's almost doubled up the person who's second behind him.
We haven't had very many timeouts here tonight either, Greg. I think we only had like 3 timeouts total between the two schools.
Yeah.
Nutter hoists up a 3, and it's off the mark. Gallagher grabs the rebound.
Look at that pass. Oh.
Havens down low. Miller, put it up, put it in.
I don't hit the replay on that one, even though it was a good pass. He just kind of got lost down on the floor, but he was able to pick it back up and get it up there. I like that. I like them quick, sneaky passes like that.
And a offensive foul against the Chieftains. Will Nutter called for the off-the-ball foul. Tell you about our friends at VICEK Orthodontics. Are you ready to love your smile? Well, at VICEK Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today. A nice move to the basket there as Griffin Miller gets into double digits with 10 points here tonight. .238 to play here in the ballgame. Kellen Frankert drives to the basket, put it up, no. And Miller grabs the rebound. That's Griffin Miller. What a feed.
Man,
Brock Miller feeding Adelsberger. It's been Adelsberger feeding everybody else tonight, so by the time he gets fed.
Well, I told you I'm hungry, Nate. Somebody feed me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just incredible. Again.
Once again, Isaac Gallagher puts it up and in.
They're just clicking down there right now.
Gallagher with 20 points here tonight. Chieftains 60. I'm sorry, Old Fort 60, Chieftains 24. Chieftains just struggling on the offensive end of the floor. Well, these Stockaders, boy, Greg, this is going to be a team that I don't think anybody's going to want to see going down the stretch.
Yeah, we're early in the season, and they're playing like they're playing for the championship right now. You know, they're out here just smothering, and I'm just like, man, the way that the intensity these guys play with this early in the season, I would not want to run into them late in the season.
The size, the depth that they have, I mean, they were coming, this game, they were about 8 deep in this game. And when you got a team that can go 7 deep, 8 deep, you can go pretty deep in the playoffs. Of course, this team went pretty deep last year, all the way to the Sweet 16. But this squad wants to make their own imprint here on the record books at Old Fort High School.
Yep, each year, each squad gets a chance to try to do it better than the one before them.
And the travel is going to go against Harry King. A few substitutions into the game. Henry Beisner, 6'6", junior forward, number 21. Number 11, Grant Havens. Number 10, Harry King.
Say 6'6", I don't think he's a junior or anything, Nate.
Number 5, Andrew Tackett. He's got the ball. He put it up. No good.
Oh, almost. Another great feed.
And number 4, Brock Hall on the floor for Old Fort. Have a new player for Hopewell-Loudon into the game as number 33 checks in for the first time, Chase Cameron. That one off the mark.
Yeah, we're in the screw it time now, 30 seconds left. Just start taking them shots.
Chuck it. Joe Ewald off the mark, but he is fouled on his way up to the basket. Is this running clock? Is that what they're?
That's what I was
Are they just doing a running clock?
If the clock's running and you get fouled, does he even have to shoot the foul shots? Does it matter?
I don't think so.
It's going to anyway. So he says, I can get him in. Hold on. The clock just keeps rolling. And the
ref's like,
wasting no
we're done.
time. He's got dinner plans. He's wasting no time.
I got reservations.
I'm pretty sure that ball was soaring through the air as the buzzer was going off.
He probably placed his takeout order at XCARET during the third quarter. In between the third and fourth quarter, he's like, I got to get my tacos.
He said, oh, man, this game, it's pretty well in hand. It might be a quick one. I'll go ahead and place that order now.
Sheesh. What a dominant effort here tonight by the Stockaders. 60-25 is your final score. We're going to step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll have our defensive player of the game. We'll announce the winner of our fan poll, and we'll have our player of the game presented by Heart of Ohio Sports. That's coming up next right here on the Pulse of the Buckeye State. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope and Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope and Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope and Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeandfostoria.com.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent Jeff Leopold for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Welcome back to John Brueggemeyer Gymnasium here in Old Fort, Ohio. Nate Mullins, the Wizard Greg Kinn on the call with you here tonight. Lathan Chapman doing a great job for the second half on camera. Austin Rodriguez tracking down our player of the game. She did a great job in the first half on camera. Thanks for tuning in here on the postgame show, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. While Austin tracks down our player of the game, let me thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here tonight. First, before we thank our sponsors, Lathan, if you don't mind, you see that young man down there with the coonskin hat and the brown outfit? You go ahead and zoom in on him because that's our fan of the game, brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. Hey, you got to dress the part.
I want to know, what I want to know is this a outfit provided from the school, or is this from his own wardrobe at home?
Either way.
Pulled out of the closet.
You got to be one heck of a fan to wear that in front of your friends in high school. I mean, come on, Greg, you know that. Once again, there's our fan of the game, brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. We still are searching for our player of the game, so let's go ahead and thank our sponsors while we wait. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in FOSTORIA, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And Greg, let me make sure I got the camera lined up. I think I got it lined up, right? How's it going? Good. All right, this is all you right here, buddy. Let's see where we're at. Getting things lined up here. So we have our player of the game, and we're live. Man, what a ball game. Let's talk. We have our player of the game, Isaac Gallagher. 20 points here tonight for you, man. And, I mean, there was a lot to be said about this game. You guys really put it together in that third quarter. Obviously, you came out just scalding hot right out of the gate. 19-3 at one point to start out. What was the mentality here tonight? Because this was a big matchup. You talk about last year, these two teams, I mean, there was no love lost between these two teams last year.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of back and forth, a lot of animosity, if you will. Now this year, almost completely different squads. What was your guys' mentality coming into this one?
Oh, yeah, we just want to get the win because they beat us here 2 years in a row on our home court, and they beat us 2 out of 3 times last year. So we're just trying to get, our win on our home court because they're a good team, and they're always got to prepare for them.
So you dropped both of them in the regular season last year, but you got the postseason win. This year, you got this in front of the home crowd. Like you said, you righted the ship after 2 years of giving up the home court advantage. You got it back in your favor. Now 8-1 on the season so far. Now you lost that first game against Colonel Crawford. What was the message after that first game to get you guys back into it and lead you guys on the run that you're on right now?
Yeah, we knew we had to lock in and work harder in practice because Colonel Crawford's a physical team, and that was our first game of the year. So we just locked in and we came back and we're on a good winning streak now. Absolutely.
And you guys have been dominant during that winning streak. Multiple games winning by double digits. Gibsonburg gave you a little run for your money this past Saturday, but a 3-point win, and then you back that up with a 36-point win here, or 35-point win here tonight. What was the difference between that game and this game, you think?
Yeah, we just knew that both teams are physical, so we just had to up our physicality in practice, and it definitely paid off for this game. And yeah, that's about it.
So Ryan Adelsberger comes into this one averaging about 20 points per game. You average about 10 points per game coming into this one, and I was like, all right, my player spotlight, obviously I'm looking at stats. I'm thinking, all right, the guy with the 20 points, that's going to be my player spotlight. Man, you really took a hold of your opportunity here tonight. Now, Ryan kind of went into facilitator mode, and you were on the receiving end of so many passes. And he just set you up so well. Talk about just the chemistry you guys play with. The ball movement is just impeccable that I see out here. Obviously, Eric Hoover is a big part of that. Your coaching staff does a great job preparing you guys for these games. But just talk about the chemistry you guys have together.
Yeah, we're actually cousins, so that helps out a lot.
It does help quite a bit.
Yeah, and playing together in practice every day, and all these practices leading up definitely helped for that. And because basically all my points are just off of assists from all of them, so got to give my teammates credit for that.
Yeah, but you got to finish too, man. You did
yeah.
your job. 20 points here tonight. Now, what's the next one on the docket for you?
Well, we got Lakota, I'm pretty sure.
That's going to be a tough one, man.
Lakota's pretty good this year.
They are. That's not a team to overlook by any means. So, 8 straight now. Going into a game against Lakota, is that a home game or a road game?
I think it's at Lakota.
All right, so you got to bring your A game on the road for that one. That's a tough environment. All right, any shout-outs you got to give tonight, man?
Just my coach Hoover and my teammates and my family for getting me ready for this game.
Absolutely. All right, man. Great job once again. Outstanding performance. Isaac Gallagher, our player of the game here tonight. Now, we do have a defensive player of the game as well. Who do you think we're giving it to?
Sure. Is it Brock Miller?
That's right, buddy. You couldn't, I could have given it to a couple other guys here tonight, but, man, he really played his heart out tonight. On the offensive end, contributing, obviously, but the defensive end, he really made his presence felt. They didn't want to get in the paint with him, man. They don't want to tangle with that guy down low.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy and a big presence down low, too. All right, once again, thank you so much, Isaac. Appreciate your time.
Yes,
our player of the game, Isaac Gallagher, 20 points here tonight, leading the way for the Old Fort Stockaders. I'm going to step aside. Actually, I think that's pretty much it for us, Greg, right? We still got one more thing to do, so we'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back for a quick wrap-up here at John Brueggemeyer Gymnasium. Once again, we're live here in Old Fort. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. All right, welcome back. We're live here in Stockader Nation, John Brueggemeyer Gymnasium. I'm here with our player of the game. Greggy, the Wizard.
Yeah, I just want to thank my Nate and
my Nate.
I just got to touch the belt. It's just so beautiful. You can't not put your hands on it when it's around
gorgeous.
You. I'll never get to actually win this belt. So
that's a nice belt, folks.
I'll tell you what, though. I might be able to win the fantasy belt someday.
And that's not plastic
Maybe
either.
someday.
Ask anybody who's had the privilege of being able to hold that.
Shiny. Look at that shiny.
Is beautiful. Shiny. Metal. Thick. And then look at the leather. I mean, that's legit, folks. That's a legit belt. Once again, that is the winged cardinal worn by the player of the game. And tonight, our player of the game was Isaac Gallagher. 20 points for the junior guard.
And then let's give another shout out to the defensive player of the game that we didn't get an interview with.
Defensive player of the game tonight, Brock Miller, doing an outstanding job on the defensive end of the floor. You could have given it to Ryan Adelsberger. Obviously, he had some really key contributions. But, man, Brock Miller from the start of this one to the end, he really just put it on display and said, you know what, I'm going to put my imprint on this one.
I said, man, that Miller is a killer, I tell you what. Just tearing it up down here.
But once again, we have one more segment to get to here, folks, and it is our fan poll. That's right. Fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments.
Well, let's see. What did the fans think? Were they on the side of the winning team?
Let's see. Here's the results. Drum roll.
Oh,
wait a second. Whoa. Knotted up.
I was going to say, I saw it change a couple times during the game, but we ended up right back at 50-50 apiece. So
there you have it,
just
folks.
goes to show you the love for each team in this area.
And that's why I think, Greg, it just goes to show you, like, why so many eyes were on that game, why we had so many sponsors on that game for us last year. This is a game between two backyard rivals, and it's a great rivalry that everybody wants to watch.
Yeah, it's like if you live just outside of the city limits, you'd be hard-pressed to not find somebody that has a kid that goes to one of these schools.
That's absolutely right, for sure. All right, folks, I think that's going to do it for us here tonight. I want to thank Austin Rodriguez and Lathan Chapman for doing a great job on the camera. Obviously, huge shout out and a thank you to the Wizard, Greg Kinn, for all of his efforts, getting everything ready for us, making us look good as he always does. And once again, thanks for all of you for tuning in. And thanks to all of our sponsors. We want to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, your final score, Old Fort 60, Hopewell-Loudon 25. That's going to do it, folks. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Have a great night.